Grande Ronde River. Really excited about this riverfront property we have that just came out here at Wilco Land. My name is Miles McLaughlin. What I'm going to go over in this video, I'm going to talk about this piece of land, what I know about it, some due diligence that we've done, and just simply share some of my opinions. So I'll get into viewing. We're really focusing on advertising this as a recreational piece of property. And so let's just get started. Let's look at a bird's eye view of this piece of land here. Looking at Union County, Oregon. So just kind of showing you where this is on a map here. It's just south of Hillgard. Again, it is riverfront property on the Grande Ronde River, which just across from the highway here. And I'll pull it up on Google Earth so you can take a peek at it as well. So here's what this chunk of land looks like. Really a cool recreational site. You know, there is an access point up here that you can access from the state park, and a better view is actually here on Onyx Maps. So you can see the state park. This is all parking. This is all public land, right? So this is all owned Hillgard Junction State Park, but almost 100 acres of it there. So you can access somewhere on the river up here. I know there's some parking up here, you know, along here and stuff. So again, you'll have to do a little bit of your own homework on where to park and put in and stuff like that, but it is public land right there. So you do have access to the river right there. And then you can float down to the property, which the property we purchased is this one right here. It's 4.65 acres. For anybody confused with the acreage, according to Union County, they have it listed as 8.95 acres or almost 9 acres. So just want to clear that up. It looks like it's actually about 4.65 acres. I don't know why that discrepancy is there. Yeah, at some point in time, I think they thought it was 9. I don't know, but the actual calculated acreage that we can see from GIS aerial maps is showing about 4.5 to 5 acres, 4.65 to be exact. If you really want to survey, you get a survey. But when we're talking about recreational property at this price point, that's not our biggest concern, right? We've got basically 5 acres on the river. Really a cool location. You can access it from the river. Talk about extreme privacy, and it's got pretty nice level topography and terrain. So I'll click through a few photos here. You can see our photographer did a great job of really showing you the property. Here it is right here. Something I found interesting. Here it is right here. So you're tucked away in the woods. It's really a cool like campsite and a cool recreational property. We sell a lot of land like this on the river, and you'd be surprised. There's such a strong demand for these like affordable recreational chunks of land that have some sort of unique feature like riverfront, lakefront, something like that. So, you know what's interesting about this property that people keep asking us about is there's power over there. So our photographer is taking these photos from the highway across the way. The neighbor ran power across a river. You can see these power lines are going across the river. So that's really, to me, that's really interesting to just see that. And you can even see a power line over here like this. So if I zoom in, you can see power is over here. See this power lines ran across the river. I don't know if like the neighboring property owners are actually using their properties, because check this out. There's like trails coming across that. I think that looks like our property, right? So there's like driving trails and whatnot. I'll show it to you on Onyx Maps. I don't know the legality of that. We're selling, what we're advertising and what we're selling is a riverfront property, river access only. And I'll pull it up again on Onyx Maps here. It looks like private land ownership. You know, it looks like there's a private landowner that owns all that. And maybe those tracks are like just inside here on their property, and this has been totally untouched. So these are just data points. We're just looking at like speculation essentially. If we follow the river, so again, we've got 5 acres on the Grande Ronde River here. If we follow it down south, we actually run into another public access site here. You can see, you know, there's little 2 tracks. Looks like you could probably get on the river here. And I think you could get on the river probably up here too. It looks like people have made way to the river up and along here potentially. So this is a great, we're advertising this in the listing too. When we go down to the access notes, Red Bridge State Wayside Park is another like public access point along the bridge here. You know, that could be a potential site for somebody to access a property as well. So here it is right here too. There's another campground. You could hop in potentially in the river there too. So again, we do have more public land. This is actually Red Bridge. So sorry, I was a little bit ahead of myself. This is Red Bridge State Wayside Park, but this is National Forest, I believe. So Whitman National Forest. So, you know, it looks like there's some access points and some trails that come back here too. So, you know, again, you as the buyer, are going to have to figure that out. I will say, we do offer a self-service product here at Wilco Land. You're going to have to do your own due diligence. You're going to have to check into this. These are pretty popular properties for us. These riverfront properties, even just recreational properties at this price point. I mean, that's what you're getting at this price point. Just something recreational, campsites. Maybe you paddle in some building materials and you do like dry cabins or yurts or some sort of structure like that, or it's kind of this cool campground you and your friends or family put together to spend the weekends on. So a lot of reasons why people invest in these type of land deals. Everybody's going to be different. So I do want to say, we are a self-service business model. If you want to go view the property, simply use the GPS coordinates here. My favorite app is going to be using Onyx Maps. Like I said, I'm plugging them right into Onyx Maps here, looking at the coordinates. If you are curious about like Google Street Views, you can look at street views on the property. You can do this on Google Maps too. I'm simply on Google Earth. You can see the topography is pretty nice across the river. You can see on Google Earth what the street views look like too, and take a peek at the property this way as well. So really a beautiful location. We're getting a lot of interest in the property, which is why I wanted to make this video quick and just share what I know about it. When it comes to zoning, what you can do with the property, we have done a little bit of homework there. It sounds like camping and RVs are allowed. Obviously, we're not advertising this as your building site. Can you build out there? Probably. Getting a septic and a well might be tough. But something like a dry cabin, like I talk about yurts, teepees, a lot of our customers are getting creative with these type of land investments, mainly because they're super affordable and it's riverfront. Like how many places can you find riverfront property for less than $30,000? So that's kind of where we're at there. If you want to read more about the zoning, I've got a link here if you're curious about that. Otherwise, trying to think if I'm missing anything in this video. We do sell everything as is. So you as a buyer do need to conduct your own due diligence. I'm simply sharing kind of my thoughts and opinions, what I know about the property from my experience in the industry. But at the end of the day, you need to conduct your own due diligence. All of our property is sold as is. So I'm just trying to share our data points and what we know about these land deals. So give us a call. Let me know if you have questions, 605-299-5553. Again, my name is Miles McLaughlin here at Wilco Land, checking out with you for the day. Thanks.